Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will see how we can create constructors in Java and how many types of constructors are there in Java. So first we will see what are constructors. Okay, in Java a constructor is a block of code similar to the method. It is called when an instance of the class is created. So basically it is telling whenever we are creating any class, the constructor is the first thing which is called. Okay, at the time of calling, the constructor memory of the object is allocated in the memory. So whenever the new object is called, its memory is allocated in the memory. Okay, it is a special type of method that is used to initialize the object. Every time an object is created using the new keyword, at least one constructor is called. Okay, so whenever we are creating any new object, there will be a one constructor every time it will be getting called. Okay, so basically when there is a class, it should have the constructor to create any object. Okay, I hope that that is clear, and we will see the practical of that also as well. Okay, so how many types of constructors are there? So there are basically three types of constructor: default constructor, parameterized constructor, and copying constructors. So default constructor, which is like if you are not creating any constructor, then the Java will have its own constructor to create the object. That is default constructor. What is parameterized constructor? When you are creating your own constructor according to your parameters, that are called parameterized constructor. And copy constructor, this will just copy the memory of the value of the other constructor. Okay, we will see the example. Let's suppose here it is there is a class called bike1. Okay, and here I am not giving any parameter to this constructor bike1. Okay, one more thing: whenever you are creating any constructor, constructor will have the same name as the class. So see, bike1 class is there, so constructor will have the same name as the bike1. So here bike1, and I'm not providing any parameter to this method. Okay, okay, basically constructor is a method only which have the same name as the class without any return type. Okay, so here I am not providing any parameter to this constructor. Okay, I am not providing any parameter. So whenever I am creating a new object, it will get called. Okay, and when it is getting called, just to check that, I am just printing these things. Okay, okay, so this is default constructor. Okay, because this is provided by Java only. Okay, we are not giving any parameter to this. Okay, so I hope this is clear, and we will see parameterized constructor. Okay, there is a class student 4. Okay, there are two variables, int id and name. Okay, so in this I am creating one more. See here, student 4 and student 4 both have same name. Okay, as I told you, whenever we are creating any constructor, it should have the same name as the class. And here I am providing the parameters, which means I am initializing this id with whatever the values I will pass in this constructor. So see here, I created one constructor, and then whenever I'm calling this, I'm providing the value also. See here, int I am providing that int, and the string also I'm providing, and that value I am assigning to the variables of this class. This what is this here? This represents the current object. Okay, current variables. So this will assign the values to the id and the name. Okay, we will see how we can do it on in code. Okay, I am creating a new constructor, sorry, a new class here. Java class const1. Okay, so it is having two variable, int id and string name. Okay, so these two variables are there, okay, inside this class. Now what I want to make the object of this const 1. So I will go in the main class, I will create const 1 obj1 is equal to new const 1. Now my object 1 is ready. Okay, let's see whether is this throwing any error or not. Yeah, so here it is not throwing any error, which means the object is created here. Okay, I will show you how object is created without as you can see in this, I have not created any constructor, which means then also I am able to create the object of this, which means I am calling the parameterized constructor. So in this I will try to assign the values to the the variables of this class. Okay, let's suppose I am assigning through this object we can assign, okay, obj1 dot id is equal to 100. Okay, now I will print this. obj.id. Okay, now let's see this whether I am achieving this or not. It is taking little time because of maybe multiple softwares are running in my PC, that's why. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds and let's see what is the output. We should get 100 if everything is going perfectly then. By the time I will create one more class const2 for parameterized. Yeah, so you can see here I'm getting 100. Okay, which means here without creating any constructor in the const1, I am able to get the object of const1, which means here the parameterized constructor has been called. Okay, now let's see. In this also I am giving int name sorry, not int name, I think string name and string address. Okay, these two things are there. Now I want the parameterized constructor. Okay, so as you know, the constructor should have the same name as the class. For that, what I will do, const2 with these parameters. Okay, string name or n comma string a, and I will assign these values. This dot name is equal to n and this dot address is equal to a. Okay, now I have created the parameterized constructor in this. Now let's create the object of this. Okay, I want the object of const 2 obj2 is equal to new const 2. See here, I'll show you one more thing. Here it is giving error because when here you have created one parameterized constructor, which means you should provide the parameter to this constructor. And when you can provide the parameter to this constructor, when you are creating one object out of it. So I will give, because both are string only, so I will give n is Niti and a should be Delhi. Sorry, it should be string. Okay, now I'm not getting any error. Now let's print address. I'm trying to print. Okay, so I should get, what should be the, I'm just commenting it out. Okay, no, I should get the address of it, which means I should get the Delhi as the output here. Okay, so I will run this code. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, this is Delhi. What I wanted, that the same output is coming. So these were the two examples of parameterized and no default constructors. Okay, so const1 is having the default constructor, which means there I am not creating any constructor. The Java is providing the default constructor, and in const2 I am providing this thing. I am providing the parameter to this. So whenever I am creating the object of this const2, which means the const2 class where I have created the parameterized constructor, I need to provide parameter to that object. So here I have provided. And when I tried to print this out, I was getting the desired output. Okay, I hope this clarifies your doubt between the parameterized constructor and the default constructor. Keep practicing. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.